Alright, welcome back to the channel. We're going to take a look at the Sega 32x multiplayer game library. Pull 3 games out, talk a little bit about their history, and then continue on. So for those unaware, the Sega 32x was an add-on for the Genesis, adding quite a bit to it. Quite a few more colors. It added 2 32-bit RISC processors, another 256K of RAM, another 256K of VRAM, and it was also compatible with the Sega CD. It's a bit of a mess trying to hook it up, because if you had all 3 items, the 32x CD and base Genesis, needed plug in 3 quite large AC adapters. Yeah, the first game we'll start with some of the basics of the console. Just Sega from their AM2 division, Virtua Fighter, which was released on October 1995 in North America. A 1994 release, which is Virtua Racing Deluxe, and then we'll pick another random game of the bunch. So let's go ahead and get the first one out of the way, which is Virtua Fighter. Let's see how well it holds up. It says before the Saturn, but not by much. I think this might have released around the same time the Virtua Fighter for the Saturn was already out. Let's make it easy just to show the game off. You can do up to 2 players against each other. You have all your standard Virtua Fighter people. Guess we'll be Jeffrey.
Fight! 1, ready, go!
The dithering's quite bad, but the fact there's polygons coming out of a Genesis, yeah, the backgrounds are quite rough too.
Fight! 2, ready, go!
But the fact you could play this on the Genesis finally, there was a Virtua Fighter 2 for the Genesis, but it's a 2D game, at least at the very end of the console's lifespan. Even on original hardware, it's quite responsive. Maybe I shouldn't have done easy. Now I'm probably going to get beat up pretty badly. Yeah, it does look quite rough with the dithering nowadays. As far as a Virtua Fighter port goes, it's completely playable. You can also see the limitations of the 32x hardware here. Either that or is quite a rushed port, but they have done some pretty impressive things with the 32x after its life. It's a standalone fighting game. It's quite a bit of fun. It's quite good. It's definitely a game you should have in your 32x library if you're looking to collect the multiplayer games. At the time, in the magazines I read, it actually reviewed quite well. no, I am not doing well here at all.
Time over. Fight 2, ready, go!
Let's see if I get a ring out.
Time over.
Oh no.
Fight 3, ready, Time over.
You can get the little cutscenes, and when you see it up close, it is very, very blocky. So yeah, it's a good title, just limited by the hardware it's on. Not anywhere near arcade perfect. But even the arcade game was a bit rough looking. Definitely looks a bit rough looking back on it. And we have Virtua Racing Deluxe, which did get released on the Genesis. It's the only officially released cart in North America that actually had a specific chip added on so you could do the polygons. It's quite an expensive cartridge too.
Virtua Racing.
Yeah, the two-player versus. Put on easy. So the 5 main tracks here.
3, 2, 1, go!
So you can change the different views. Oh wow. It's been a while since I played this too, so I'm probably going to do quite horrible. The draw distance isn't very good, it's highly pixelated, but it's still the Virtual Racer gameplay. That's a break. We can at least get what I'm doing now. How many laps is it? But yeah, the draw distance definitely impacts the gameplay a bit, as well as a lot of the pop-in. Well, I'm getting better every lap, so that's good. Yeah, I'm too far behind to win the race, that's for sure. Hey, at least finish though. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I think I'm gonna run out of time. Yeah, I'm almost certain I'm gonna run out of time. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it. So close. So yeah, the dithering, the shadows are quite bad. Still wasn't a bad version of the game. It still played pretty close to the arcade. Definitely a title to get if you have a 32X. Then we have, let's see. We have Colibri, which was a 32X exclusive. It's definitely a unique game for the platform. It's a shame this has been released elsewhere. Put on easy for now. Start off flying around. It's not entirely clear what you're doing. When you start off, you go down to this flower here. You're very uncertain what's even going on here. We're in the first stage. It's actually a shooter where you're the hummingbird. You have a lot of different so you want to get rid of all the other bugs and stuff around. And when you clear out the level, you move on to the next one. Get rid of all the wasps and other. Uh-oh. And it crashed. Yeah, Kolibri is one of my favorite games for the 32X. It's just your side-scrolling shooter game, except you're a hummingbird. Quite beautiful environments despite being relatively low resolution, having quite a bit of dithering. Excellent soundtrack, great gameplay. I'd say it's a must-have if you have a 32X. So yeah, now we gotta load up the. When did Colibri come out? By Nova Trade, published in '95. We'll get our spreadsheet out. Get a 32X section started up. Where would I put these games? I'd say Colibri is a must-have for the console. If you can get a 32X for relatively cheap, with a copy of Colibri, I'd say it's actually worth getting the console over. In Virtua Racing, Virtua Fighter, both quality titles, they do suffer quite a bit compared to the arcade as well as the Saturn versions that came out around the same time. Must-haves if you're a 32X collector, but I wouldn't say they're must-have titles to add any library, at least not these versions, but close. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and have a great day.